All right, what's going on? So today we're gonna talk about the episode, the Forgotten Swordsman. And Michelangelo, what's wrong?
I have a headache.
That's why you have a bandage on your head?
Yes.
Feel better, Michelangelo. Are you sure you don't want to go into your own room and?
No, I want to sit here.
All right. So, we're going to be talking about the Forgotten Swordsman today. So, just as I was explaining about the season premiere and everything, we have this new format where they go into separate stories, and this one just continues straight off of the last episode, Scroll of the Demo Dragon. And if you remember from that conclusion, we find out that Cavaxis was brought here to bring back Shredder. And which I'm a little kind of surprised we're already getting a plot to already bring back Shredder, but I kind of already see that because Shredder is kind of a main villain, and I was kind of actually wondering how they were going to do that. We've already seen Splinter come up for Leonardo, just in some kind of almost like these guidance kind of ways, which I actually really like what they do. We don't see Splinter in this episode. It looks like if things go the Foot's way, that we will get to see Shredder again. Now, this episode as soon as it opens, it does open up a lot of questions I actually had for the season 4 finale. And the first one was, I was kind of wondering the fate of Fish Face, and we see that Fish Face is fine. And that, you know what, Raphael is not a killer, which is kind of a relief for me, right there that they did that. Now, who is a killer? That's Leatherhead, as we find out that Razar was actually buried at sea and everything, and unfortunately he does not make that. So the episode actually opens up with Cavaxis showing off his powers and reviving Razar. Kind of almost showing you know what? Even though we're having some dead characters, it looks like that there is a chance to bring them back. So it does kind of make me wonder if if we will get to see Shredder again. It kind of also makes me question if we'll get to see Splinter again or not. Well, kind of things as the show goes on, but let's just go ahead and go into the main focus of this episode. Once Razar gets revived, Cavaxis, he actually reveals that the only way to revive Shredder is that he needs two more pieces, and
two things remain.
And he needs the helmet, which they are calling the Kabuto, like a reference from an episode from season 2. And he also needs Shredder's heart. Now, when we see Shredder's body and kind of in pieces and everything, I do kind of wonder how did his heart is not inside his body? That's just a weird thing for me. But they also, now the weird thing for me is in the season 4 finale, we see Leonardo holding Shredder's helmet as he drops it, and I just have to question, why didn't the turtles just, I don't know, keep that or bury that or put it in a way that it doesn't get into the enemy's hands? But at the same time, we obviously need a plot point to go for the next 3 episodes for this story. Now, who actually ends up having the Kabuto is actually the Foot Clan. And from season 4, we saw that Shredder took out Karai, and she was hospitalized for. Since then, we see that affects what happened, in that another Foot leader went in and took over the Foot from her.
We serve the Foot Clan.
And that is an actual reference to a character from the first 2 original movies, and that is Tatsu. And I'll get into more about him later on. Him and the Foot are the ones who actually have the Kabuto, while the turtles, they're going after it to stop Cavaxis and his clan. And while Cabaxis and, you know, Zombie Razar and Fishface and all them, they're also going after Kubota so they can revive Shredder. Now, I will say one thing I did kind of find odd. So if you guys go and watch my season 4 finale, I had this whole theory that they got rid of Fishface and Razar just so we can just focus on Roxanne and Bebop. And I'm completely wrong here, because we see that Roxanne and Bebop are nowhere to be seen in this, or even mentioned thing with this new foot organization. And also we don't see the cultists from the last episode in here. We see them in the background and they chant and everything. But then we just kind of like, you know, we just kind of like don't see them at all. Like the turtles and Karai and Shimigami, they fight more of the red suited foot soldiers that we saw that Karai had in a few episodes for season 4. But we don't actually see the actual cultists themselves. All right, so going to
Jason?
Yes, right. Yes, Leonardo.
I found my helmet Lego, but I didn't find my heart Lego. You didn't see it?
No, I haven't seen your heart Lego.
Okay, thanks.
So going back to like probably the main character from this episode, and that is Tatsu. Oh, and like I said, Tatsu was from the original first 2 movies, and he was actually, as a kid, he was actually one of my favorite characters, even though he wasn't a mutant or anything like that. I thought he was just underused, and just see him here just being referenced was actually a real treat. And now, in the movies, he doesn't talk too much, and in fact, the actor who plays them does his own voice. And to be honest, I'm not sure if it's because of his lack of English or maybe just his voice in general, but they chose a different voice actor to voice over him. They did the same thing with Shredder too, actually. So, but he doesn't talk that much in the movie. And here, we see he's a little more chatty and everything, especially the way he's fighting. And when we first see him with this Oni kind of mask, this Japanese style mask and everything, and like we don't see his face right away, and then finally his face gets revealed and he looks almost like the actor, including that cheesy 70s, late 80s style mustache and everything. He even has like the body build of the actor, which I thought was a really nice touch. Now there is one big difference between this Tatsu and the original Tatsu, and we find out that he is blind.
Blind?
And it's something like they actually mentioned that he was blind at birth and everything, but we do also have like some references to like the original Tatsu, as they mentioned that he was Shredder's right-hand man, which was exactly how he was in the movies. We do see Shimigami in this episode again, which is a nice, really nice. Actually, did you like seeing her?
Yes, he said I make her laugh.
You do make me laugh.
That's true, you do. And we actually, speaking of Shinigami and Michelangelo, we actually have some really cute scenes of them together, and we actually see them fighting together and everything. I will say there is a scene where Tatsu, he kicks both Michelangelo and Shinny, and he does this split kick. Now, because of his body type and everything, it looks very weird and unnatural. That, like, if it was a character like Hun, how they have it in the series, it would look better. It's just this one just looks just very unnatural and awkward, and that was one thing I just didn't care for in the actual fight scene. Now, the fight scene with Tatsu and everything, I will say they do one of the coolest effects, and we've seen something like this before in actually Samurai Jack, which is like one of my favorite cartoons growing up and everything. We see because Tatsu's blind and everything, and the way they fight him, they use like sound to just to kind of confuse him. Like there's one point in the fight where like everything's in this white background and it was supposed to see like what he actually sees, and the way that they hide the characters from finding him and the way that they get revealed is actually really cool, very artistic, and it's something I would love to see the show do more of, and hopefully we do get more of that, not only in this Cavaxis story arc, but maybe even in some more episodes of season 5. It was actually really cool. It was actually one of the best parts about this episode. Leonardo, what is on your head?
I'm looking for the Lego.
Well, how can you see anything with that on top of your head?
Looking for the hard Lego.
Oh, okay. All right. I do like how this episode is more of a standalone than the last episode, and it does make it like, you know, if you do like watch this episode casually, if you catch it on TV or just want to catch something, like you do feel like a complete story, but like which does have elements that you know that you're in the middle of the story, but it does encapsulate itself really good, which I actually really like, and something I kind of expect for the rest of the episodes for this season. We see that Dragon, his name's Cavaxis, and but you know, if you guys remember, Michelangelo, he called him by what the character he was based off of, which is a hothead.
Hothead!
Yeah. We see that all the turtles, they actually only call him Hothead, which is which I kind of like. It's like kind of like, you know, I can see that for a marketing standpoint there too, because obviously for a child when they want to tell their parents what toy they want, it's going to be so much easier for the parents to find a toy that's called Hothead instead of trying to go and ask the person at Toys R Us, hey, where's this Cavaxis toy and everything. So I understand that, and I do like how they kind of incorporate that name into it. And I will say, as much as I really love the Tatsu scenes and the fight scenes over there, I wish that Cavaxis and Tiger Claw and them, they felt like more side characters for their own story arc, which kind of like threw me off over there. And I would have loved to see the turtles actually fight Cavaxis. Now, when Cavaxis does come in towards the end, it's actually really cool, really powerful, and it really shows off his power, and I would have loved to see just more of that. Overall, I actually really enjoyed this episode, and I do like the way how they're handling it, and that they're making it that like they are their own individual episodes, but you can watch them together as a complete story, and it doesn't take away from either or. So it does make it that when you watch them individually, you're not going to be something like where you're just lost into watching something in the middle of it. Like, you do have a complete story there, and then just overall, it rewards the people watching all the episodes together. What do you think about the episode, Michelangelo?
Jason,
Yeah.
you enjoyed the episode. I enjoyed this orange so much.
Oh,
It even has something cute in it that's just jiggly.
yeah, it's just something in there. Is this a jiggly?
Yeah.
let me check it out. But before I check it out, I almost forgot about it. Probably the most scene-stealing moment of this episode is actually towards the end. We actually see Michelangelo. He actually has like a bandage from like basically the outcome from the fight and everything, and his drinking out of a cup, and it is so adorable looking. really does like it's something not that big in there, but it really does like focus your eyes in there, and it's
Me.
some of the really cute things that they really do in the animation. All right, let's see here. It's the heart Lego that Leonardo was trying to look for.
But it was delicious.
It was this is not good for you to eat.
Now it's my time. I need to sleep to be healed.
Alright, let me go ahead and give this back to Leonardo. Let me know what you guys think about the Forgotten Swordsman, and what you guys think about the whole Cavax's arc overall. Just write down in the comments below, and we'll see you guys next time. Are you okay there, Michelangelo? You sleepy?
Being my orange pillow.
Alright. Till next time, guys. Alright, see ya.
Bye.
Maki, give it to me. Maki, give the heart piece to me. It's not for play.
Okay. If you want me to heal sooner, like and subscribe. It helps me to heal. And I need to drink more orange juice. I need a jiggly heart. Like and subscribe. I don't be good.